I was a member of a technical committee here at Bonita Bay a couple of years ago, 3, I guess, at this point, where we were deciding that we should get fiber within the community rather than just the old 20-year-old coax lines that were in the ground. And we evaluated and interviewed a number of companies, Comcast, of course, who was our provider at the time, Hotwire, who many of us had never heard of at the time, Summit, and a couple others whose name escapes me now. And we decided after a long process that Hotwire was a good option that split the difference between the huge bureaucratic company like Comcast and some of the smaller startups, some of which are already gone by now. And so we chose Hotwire. We negotiated a contract that we were happy with and moved forward. Then it came to the installation process, and Bonita Bay is a large community of, we say, 3,400 doors on everything ranging from multi-million-dollar homes to condos, to low-rise, to mid-rise, to high-rise, and a very complex community with a network of streets. It's really almost like a small city. And I remember picturing, I have a technical background, how in the world are we going to wire up a place like this with fiber, with all the established homes, streets, sidewalks, landscaping, and not have the place torn up? And I know many people within here thought they were going to see backhoes all over the place and big holes and trenches. And I was literally amazed at the installation process. The professionalism, efficiency, and speed with which our whole community was wired and then prepared to be hooked up was really a credit to Hotwire. They knew what they were doing. Once it started rolling, neighborhood by neighborhood, they were hooked up quite quickly and efficiently. One of the important things we've done in Bonita Bay is we have a customer service center within the community staffed by regular people that are here and very competent people that are responsive to walk-in questions from our customers or call-in questions or arranging service calls when necessary. Furthermore, as Hotwire has grown in the area, they have established an appropriate management structure for the Southwest Florida region, which has made a big difference. It brings coordinated activities, it brings a voice to the top within the company, and that has made a big difference in terms of us moving forward. So the customer service center here on site with people that know the people in the community is really a very important aspect of our service. I would recommend that other communities consider going with Hotwire for installing fiber in their cable internet service, because they have the benefit of being a company with enough resources, but not a huge bureaucratic company, and everybody knows who I'm talking about there. But they're faces you know, people you know, and you can get right to the top. The contract that we have was a very, very competitive contract. We saved a lot of money for people within Bonita Bay, and the technology is excellent. The internet is outstanding. The picture quality we receive through the fiber is outstanding and remarked on by many. And the service people, I've had many people tell me they really hire nice people within Hotwire.
My name's John Lyons. I'm the treasurer for the Paseo Homeowners Association, originally from Indiana. Lived down here since 2012, and I was the spearhead of the bulk cable committee that we formed. We had 17 members here at Paseo that were on that committee, along with one of our other board members. We decided in November of 2018 that we needed to look at what our options would be once we ended our Comcast agreement, which expires in April of 2020. Our goal was to make a decision by April of 2019, so we would have a year to implement whatever option that we chose. We looked at two fiber providers along with Comcast, and basically explored whether we should, do a bulk agreement or whether we should just end that and let everybody go on their own. We decided pretty early in the process, unanimously, really, with the committee, even though some people originally thought we should probably get out of that arrangement totally, but we decided we should do a bulk agreement. Ultimately, it came down to Hotwire and Comcast, and Hotwire is the one we chose, and they had the most competitive price. They offered the most for our village center. Comcast really, even though they threw out some numbers, just never really seemed engaged and never really would commit to putting a new infrastructure in. We really wanted the flexibility and the long-term benefits of fiber. So we did that agreement in April. It's end of October right now. Over the summer, they came through and laid fiber. They did a lot of stitch boring. They did some trenching. They've ran everything up to everybody's house. The installs actually for our members will start next week. I'm actually one of the first ones, November the 4th. They're integrating our village center as we speak. We already have the TVs in our gym up and going with Hotwire. Our tiki bar is already set up with Hotwire. We're getting our private network converted over. That should happen very soon, and then we'll have public Wi-Fi as well. We've got a dedicated person here actually today, come 2 days a week. They meet with the members, set up, the process really is to set up a consultation so everybody knows what's in the bulk agreement. They can decide if they want to have some additional retail services. So she's here. We've got probably, of our 1,146 members, we probably have 600 people that have set up their consultations. Several people have set up their installations. From what I hear, November and half of December is already booked up. So I think everyone's really feeling like this is going to be a good transition. Had very little issues during the process where they went through and ran all the fiber. I think we hit a couple sprinkler lines. I've heard a couple landscape lightings. One individual thought Hotwire did it. Ended up that it was the landscapers that did it. So if you came through the community, you would never know that they were here, except you see some of their trucks running around now getting ready for the next phase. The white glove process seems to be, everything that they told us when we went to Miami, Fort Lauderdale to see their things, everything that we went through with Gerard and Rich during this process, basically there's nothing that has happened that surprises us. So I would encourage anyone to obviously look at all their options. We chose Hotwire along with a lot of other communities here in Southwest Florida. So I would encourage any other community to look at it and contact us. Patty Stanton and myself that are on the board have been very open to talking to other communities, and we're willing to do that for other ones that are looking at this option, because we want everyone to make the best choice. Thank you.
The experience with Hotwire Communications has been awesome here at Northstar. I'm the general manager here, and during the installation process, they did everything possible to satisfy all of the residents with getting the installation done into the individual units and satisfied all the customers' needs here at Northstar. I would recommend Hotwire Communications to any community that's looking to go in fiber optics into the units. I've got 40 years in construction background, and they have just done an awesome job here to facilitate the installation and do what it was necessary to get it installed into the unit. So
Perfect. And how has your experience been after the installation process, communication
Service
wise?
has been absolutely fantastic. If we have issues, they're always there and resolving those issues in a timely manner.
Okay, I'm Renee Frazier from the Legends Golf and Country Club. We chose Hotwire in November of last year. We began our installation in January, which is horror stories that you always hear about of, boy, fiber runs are going to come in, the community's going to be all tore up, and the members are going to be very upset. I can tell you, professionally wise, that there was none of that happened. There was installations going on with the fiber, the conduits in the back of the homes, which you wouldn't even know that they were on your property. The customer support is awesome. Having my hands down here at Legends, and I highly recommend it. I can say their white glove service is awesome, and they're a great partnership to have.
Hi, this is Ashley Ortiz, property manager at Saturnia Lakes HOA. We have had a really great experience with Hotwire. We can always get technicians out when we need them. Frank has always been, our account manager has always been really responsive. Overall, our residents are really happy with the services, which include phone, internet, cable, and home security. So thanks, Hotwire.
Hi, I'm Steve Hagenbuckle, president of Tiburon Estates Master Association. We selected Hotwire after an extensive search of different local and national providers. They were able to bring 6 fiber optic nodes to Tiburon in Naples at Airport and Vanderbilt Road. So at Tiburon we have 540 residents and we have a blend of products. We have single family homes, garden style homes, and condominiums. What was fantastic was during the installation phase they came in on time and completed the installation as expected and as scheduled, which, as we all know, is very rare and hard to do. So we were impressed right away with that. The second thing was the response time on each individual homeowner for tweaking or modifying the system to that specific homeowner's nuances and in existence or in place systems or challenges at each individual home. So they had a lot of creativity and were able to do that. The other thing that's been great is since they've been in place, which has been about 4 years now, the response time for normal delivery of maintenance or service or upgrades is usually same day response time, which is fantastic. They have more than enough service engineers. We've never felt like there's a shortage. And as the president, I can tell you I've never ever seen a complaint get to my level at all with regards to the Hotwire relationship. So we've been very, very pleased at Tiburon with Hotwire and have felt very good about our selection of Hotwire Communications. And at this point, I don't see any reason why we would ever change. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Greg Anderson, the Association Manager at Colliers Reserve Association. We've been doing dealings with Hotwire since November of 2016. We've been very pleased with the installation and the service to date. People love the picture quality, the internet speeds, and the phone service. It's all worked out very well for us.